get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
In a tie game, it's going back and forth. Oftentimes, teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
Throwing to start the drive. Douglas over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Douglas. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense now set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won what seems like.
And the Raiders have got him. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's to Bowers once again.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Another Raiders first down.
Handing it off right side, Algier.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Douglas.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Nix to the air. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Denver.
Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders,
To throw is Nix.
His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
and the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
First down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
This is caught by Tucker.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Douglas. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Complete to Brock Powers. A gain of 7. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
One quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buzz, buzz, be ready, be ready.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. To throw from his end zone. Nix. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And now here come the Raiders. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Douglas.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Operating from the gun, Douglas.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Back to throw, Douglas. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Douglas.
He's got this to Algier.
They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Coldell as he's on to punt for Vegas. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Oh, and that is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Marvin Mims
From 13 yards out.
and the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
26.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Douglas. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Throw right side, looked in here by Besh.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the gun on 3rd down, Douglas. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Give downs here from the shotgun.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
They'll come up now on second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Douglas. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Backed up here.
11.
Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Douglas.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Algier now up the middle. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to potentially send us to overtime.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver's offense now set to go. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
Back to throw. Nix.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Complete to Bryant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the Broncos first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pickens is there in the crossing route.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. First and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5. yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Back to the air with Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, able to avoid him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a first throw here in overtime.
That's to Bash over the middle.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Looking to throw. Douglas. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high score.